Alright everyone, welcome back to episode 280 of the Craftverse series. Last episode I started with the roofing and I managed to get the exterior part of that roof completed. There's just a couple of little tidbits on the outside that need to be done and then we can focus entirely on the interior. And once that's done, I can move my skeletal horses over to their official stable location so they can have their own individual rooms. And that'll be nice. This is what we're left with currently. And I have to swap some things in my inventory since I went and got a bunch of wool so I can finish the top part. So I want to have orange along these corners here, or not really corners, but platforms. And I am going to be leaving this without carpets. I wanted to say wool, but it's not really in wool form at the moment. It's in carpet form. Because I'm going to be putting fencing and some additional lanterns around the exterior. This is just meant to separate a few things. So, I don't need I don't have my pieces that I need for that yet, so. This will fully spawn-proof the area. Now, I would not advise doing what I'm about to do with these empty spaces if you have fire spreads turned on. But because of that iron farm design over there, it's turned off on my world. So let's go ahead and grab those pieces. I should have them in here somewhere. No, I don't, actually. I have to go grab those. And here I thought I was extra prepared. Turns out, nay, I am not prepared. Okay, so let me go and grab 8 of those. No, 10 of those. Yes, because there's 3 in the middle. Oh! Okay, loading glitch. Where am I? Disoriented. Okay. Here I thought realms were supposed to be more stable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I need these. This is what we currently look like. We're not fully done by any means. But I'm gonna have some campfires up here for a nice, homey, outdoorsy vibe. If you have fire spreads ticked on, the wood and the carpets will catch fire. Just a heads up for those who might want to be building this. I would elevate it up 1 full block and hopefully that will be enough. It may not, but hopefully it will. So let's go ahead and get the last of the carpets installed. Okay. The game is not liking me right now, evidently. Now this one initially had more of these little dividers in between, but I thought it was a little unnecessary, so. This is more of the tweaks that I was referencing at the beginning. of this build process. And now we're done with the carpets. I must now grab these and then go back down and grab my fences. Fences. And then we stick you right here, there, on the divides. This initially was here, so we're going to put you there anyway. Okay. We've got our divided sectors. Now I have to go up the middle and then redo that whole process on this side. Now we stick one right there, corner, carpet, following this tradition we're doing right here, there, carpet spot, corner, entrance. Now it's as well lit as the roof ever needs to be. This part of the roofing is completely done. Now I need to do this. Check out my reference images. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Wrap you around. And then right here, do that. Now I need to go grab my buttons. Eight buttons, so I can do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we go around the other side and do the same thing. Probably should have done it this way the first time. It's a lot easier, actually. Okay, this part of the exterior roofing is done. And now I just need to do this. Make sure that curved inward. It did. Make sure you go inward like so. Drag this roof all the way over. Now this might seem like an odd roof choice, but this was the one that I went with initially, so that I am sticking with my original design as much as I can. I have had to make some aforementioned tweaks, but for the most part it's sticking to origin. Alright, so that side is installed. Now I have to get this side. Do I have enough? I have a stack or so, so I might. It's not a stack long build, so it should be good. Sure that went where it's supposed to. Yeah, we got plenty of roof. This is the trim. And the trim done. There's only one other touch I would put up there, and that is some clocks. But we do still have the interior to do, so I don't have enough of the granite stairs. I also have to put some in here. And I don't have any more in here, so that's awkward. Let's go grab another, let's say 2 stacks. Cut those up. There's the damage tick. Am I going to load back on the roof? Nope, we're good. Okay, good. That was the first time that happened. Hopefully it's the last. But knowing my luck, the more I populate this area, the less likely that is to be the last. So let's... Yeah, see, I already double-clicked, and it took an extra couple seconds to do. So let's actually move this to the inside. No. Planks. And then we'll do this. Got plenty of wood, I can do the next part. It's good to have the outside done, but the inside is a little bit interesting. For starters, we do this. Wrap all the way around both of those. Because what's more relaxing for the horses than hearing the sound of burning all around you at all times? Yeah. It's like living next to, or in this case, underneath a perpetual bonfire. I need quite a few planks, because we're not meant to see nearly as much lighting as we do currently. You're being difficult, so we're going to try doing it this way. Sideways doesn't always cooperate very well with the Joy-Con, unfortunately. This is how the inside's supposed to be. Now, the one tricky part is going to be getting up there. So we're going to do this. It's a little bit simpler this way. Now I have a guardrail. Just got to stay on it. That's actually fine, so that actually needs to go there anyway. That in, I can then just sweep all the way down. And then we're going to recycle. Okay, that wasn't enough. So I need to have this go all the way down a couple times. I'm just going to get 2 more stacks, I think. It's better to have it and not need it. Cover over every single roof block here. Alright, now we're ready to finish with this stair. I wanted to say slab, it's not a slab, it's a stair. My brain is mush. Alright, now this is done. Just gotta get this part installed. Where is the interior? Got so much going on at this point. Okay, I did not get a picture of the interior, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do, let's see. No, actually we're not doing it that way. Do this, that. That way I have places I can put things on leads if I need to, and just hold them in here while I get one of their rooms ready. And then for these, I'm just gonna do this for now. Quite a bit dwindled in the stuff department here. But since I'm doing this, stick you right there. And I need to make 2 of these. Need to make 2 of these. This'll do fine. Have some storage. Alright, that'll do. That is the stable done and dusted. Now that I have all of that done, it's time for the next big piece. those, need those. And we need these. Yeah, I'm gonna put these down first. Let me get my exact dimensions here on where those sit. Right here. Actually, no. Could have sworn I already had that screenshot somewhere. There we go. Found it. Okay, so looking right here from this point, it's second block in line with this. That's where you go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's where you should be in line with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be in line with that one. These have a very specific purpose as to why they are where they are. These are useless because we have the lanterns right here. That's just going to be where it should be. Okay, there's a specific reason why we're doing this. So inside we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I have to go in 2 blocks. I have to remember that I still have haste. That can't work. Now we have light going on both. Won't need you. I will need you. Now I need to get these back. Actually, with this measurement in mind, where is that one? Right there. I believe this is correct. This is the base structure for my statue design. And I now need this stuff to move. So I have these various types of blocks. What I have going is this. One andesite there. These in the corners. These are the corner block, and then you right there. trying to keep this mostly the same all the way around. And I forgot to put these up there. The site. And then this one is all these. Ooh. That one's supposed to be andesite, actually. Oh well, that'll be fine. No, we are going to swap those. A little bit of variance with the block palette. I came out with this design also in the Awkward Kingdom. This was one of my Chalice designs. So you, up at the top, were like that. And then those had these as corner pillars. Okay, well, the thing I need to do now is actually going to the top. Won't need those, don't need you. Have extras of those. Slide these over. So I can easily just do this. Alright, now I need those, and these. So these can just be placed now. Those will eventually connect. So what I now need is this. In the middle we have you, and then we have these stretching in that exact formation. Then we have sculpt, one in the corners. We have you sitting right there. Alright, so now we have you here. Let's go back to the other shot. In the middle, we have this and that. That's the same on all sides. So polished andesite stair, mossy cobble stair, polished andesite. That is the center block section. Then we're going to do just stone stairs. We're going to do that as well on all four sides. And then to cap off the corners, we're just going to put the andesite. There's a particular reason we're doing this. That reason is we're also going to be putting it here on top of it. And then we're going to be using just regular stone stairs, or you can use any of the other combinations you like if you're following along trying to do these builds yourself. But this one is my Chalice design. Outside of this, we now need to put a line of the chiseled brick all the way around. And sitting on top of these chiseled brick blocks are going to be campfires. That's going to make up the fire portion. Inside here, I'm going to have water. Down below here, I actually have a couple of things. If I remember to put them in the boxes, I'm not sure. Turns out I did not remember to put them in the boxes, or I ran out of space and didn't bother. But we'll get to those momentarily. Nope, didn't. Ooh, barely made that. I'll take it though. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Make myself a little infinite source. Much easier to do it this way. I want to fill in every stair block so the water is flush with the border of the stair. And you want that to be submerged as well. You can alternatively fill in the water and then place the lightning rod, but I didn't have the water ready to do that with. Now that we're done with the outside area of this, we can put the berries in, because I want those to have time to mature. And that is one of 4 that will be over here, but the campfires on top are the only missing piece for the roof. And then for the outside underneath, I have to have 4 spore blossoms, which I don't currently have with me. So I am going to go grab those before we end off. Wait for the damage tick, because that's going to reset where I am. For now, spore blossoms. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can already see the chalice from my house, which is nice. So I'm going to come up here. Add even more lag to my world. And I am going to leave all of these lit. They are to be wrapped around. Like so. And what we do with the spore blossoms is come right up underneath this and place them on the corners. Now that is the finished product, and you see the vines are already starting to drape all the way down, but they're not going to travel down the stairs, so they're pretty much good. Now I have to do this 4 more times, but you've seen the process firsthand. It takes half a stack of campfires for each one. So 2 stacks of campfires will do it, and then 16 spore blossoms, and then you're good to go. And this looks like a legitimately been here for decades to centuries statue. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying and using any of these builds. Let me know in the comments. I will absolutely love to hear about you guys using these builds in your own worlds. Showcase some of Time Runner's dual tridents in the back. I also have to remember to get the sea lanterns for those corner bits. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week. Or in a few minutes if you're watching this in marathon. Bye, y'all.